Well, good morning, everybody. It's another great day in Lincoln, Nebraska. What a great announcement we have today. I thank you all for being here and being a part of this morning. Certainly want to thank Fuse for hosting us this morning. Thank you, Reena. We're here to, of course, share another important development concerning our ever more sophisticated technology infrastructure here in Lincoln, an infrastructure that's so vital to our economy and our high quality of life. Joining me here today, and they'll speak in a moment, is Reena Valentino, who is doing an excellent job of moving Fuse co-working forward. Steve Goddard, Interim Vice Chancellor of Research and Economic Development at UNL, and Brad Moline, who, as you all know, is President of Allo Communications. He will be in your yard soon if he hasn't been there already. In my State of the City address some time ago, we identified innovation and world-class IT infrastructure as cornerstones of Lincoln's blueprint for progress. All of us have examples of how technology and innovation are rapidly becoming more important, even in our everyday lives. Smart apps, advanced network infrastructure, proliferation of wireless devices, all are changing the way our society operates, and it impacts every family, every business, every nonprofit, every level of government. In 2012, we took the first important step on the journey towards creating a more connected community by installing fiber optic conduit in the downtown area. Now, fast forward to the present. We have nearly 500 miles of conduit leased to 8 broadband carriers. We have embraced the installation of small cell wireless technology that moves forward as we speak, and are now closing in on the successful completion of a massive fiber to the home project. We've been able to turn that first step into giant leaps forward in the Lincoln way, leveraging the power of both private and public partnerships, and we continue to work together here in Lincoln to build a stronger, more sustainable community. Come a long ways in 5 years, and the question now is, of course, the question always is, what's next? How do we keep that momentum and continue to move forward? The answer, I think, lies in continuing to be bold. Bold ideas are the fuel of innovation. We have also been actively pursuing advanced technology research grants to continue to leverage our broadband infrastructure. At the end of November, US Ignite announced that Lincoln is the newest participant in its Smart Gigabit Communities program, which is in turn funded by the National Science Foundation. Today, we're bringing together our major partners, UNL, Allo Communications, and Fuse Co-working, as well as the others who have helped us achieve this designation. And we want to tell you what it means for Lincoln to be a smart gigabit community, or SGC for short. This is another major milestone, as less than 25 other communities in the entire nation have achieved this designation. As a smart gigabit community, Lincoln is now part of a network of SGCs connected by a shared high-speed technology infrastructure. Through that network, we can exchange information, conduct research, and develop first-generation gigabit software applications. The goal is for Lincoln to create a digital town square available to students, entrepreneurs, and businesses. The digital town square will help them develop these applications to better compete in the digital economy. The designation as a smart gigabit city further cements our growing reputation as a hub of the Silicon Prairie. We are proving every day that innovation is not confined to large urban centers. Our success demonstrates, again, that when we combine world-class infrastructure with innovation, with education, and with business partnerships, we can produce brand new economic development opportunities for our community. So we'll hear from our partners now, but I want to thank other members of the team for their hard work on this project. If you're here, please raise your hand because you were a part of this, and we would like people to see who you are. Jeff Kinney with Allo Communications. Are you here, Jeff? Right there. Rich Clausen with Prosper Lincoln. Rich, thank you. Christina Ohlfather with the Lincoln Partnership for Economic Development. Hi, Christina. Bill Sheldon, Beehive and Nebraska Global is here. Randy Bretz. Randy's standing in the back. I can't believe that. He's usually front and center. Good to see you, Randy. Nancy Shank from the UNL Public Policy Center. Nancy here? Okay. And Dan Duncan with Nebraska Innovation Campus. And we wanted to give special thanks to Dr. John Varenne, if he's here today.
Great there.
How are you? He is the Susan J. Rosowski, did I pronounce that right? Associate Professor of Computer Science and Engineering at UNL. He's been instrumental in partnering with the city on our next generation infrastructure research initiatives of one type or another. And of course, finally, I want to point out our own David Young with the City of Lincoln. He's our guy on the city government side and continues to demonstrate he's the best. Thank you, David. So with that,
We have an order?
All go.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Steve Goddard, and I'm the Interim Vice Chancellor for Research and Economic Development. It's my honor to be here today to celebrate this partnership. I can't tell you how proud we are to take this next step. The University of Nebraska has a long history of partnering with companies, with the city, with the state, and we plan to continue doing that. The past decade, the mayor talked about some of the infrastructure that we've developed over the years. Of course, the partnership with Allo, laying the infrastructure, every home, fiber to the home. That's a big deal. That's unusual, and we're going to take advantage of that. The university has been building infrastructure for over a decade. We've got internet connectivity, over 100 gigabit connection to Internet 2, and we're going to tie into that. So when we have the fiber to every home and we start to pile in applications, there's going to be bandwidth getting out to those servers, to the destinations, to the cloud, as we call it. And you know why we call it the cloud? Because no one really knows where the servers are that you're connecting to. It's just an amorphous group out there, a cloud. But one of the challenges that we're looking forward to this partnership, and John Varenne and David Young have done, as the mayor said, have done a tremendous job of laying out the technical groundwork and putting vision for this. This is just one project in many coming up over the years, building and bringing Lincoln really to be the capital of the Silicon Prairie. Can we have a capital of a prairie area? I'm hoping so. We're going to take the lead in that area. And one of the first projects we're partnering with is to do dynamic spectrum allocation of the wireless devices so that we can connect across the city as we create this digital community wirelessly, and you'll have the same bandwidth, the goal, as if you're connected with a wired device. Okay, and that'll let you connect. We'll have smart vehicles communicating with each other. We've heard about autonomous vehicles coming down the road. It's going to be here soon, and we're proud to be a partner of that, and we're looking forward to it. So with that, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was less than 2 years ago that we were standing here announcing that Allo is coming, and wow, this was really our goal, and I'm saying our goal is Greater Allo because we want to change the ecosystem of communities. We don't just want to have a little bit faster internet. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce my business partner We've been together for 20 years working on this. This is Jeff Kenny's passion. He's our chief technologist and also the co-founder of Allo. So Jeff, why don't you take it away, because I really don't know the details of all these things.
Thank you, Brad. Again, my name is Jeff Kenny, and I do want to say that it's an honor to be participating in today's announcement and a privilege to be involved with this Smart Gigabit City Community Project. Today's just an example of what was envisioned in early 2016 when Allo worked so hard with David Young to craft an agreement to bring fiber optic connectivity to every single home and business in our community. And today, we're very delighted to be working with the university, as they're going to play such an important role in the future in defining what Gig City really and tangibly means for our community, for Lincoln. Over the recent years, Brad and I have watched a small but growing community, or number of growing communities, do the hard work to become gig cities. And we've watched some of the innovative projects that they've launched, enabled by the virtually unlimited bandwidth that a fiber and a gig infrastructure can bring to your community. And so it's very exciting to now see Lincoln launching its first project. We assume the first of many as we continue the partnership that we've developed with the city over these last 2 years. And Allo is excited for our community's future as we improve the business opportunities and lives of our citizens through innovation. So with that, I'd like to introduce Reena from Fuse.
Yes, thank you. Okay, well, thank you everyone for making it. Fuse has had a few press conferences here, but it's really exciting that we're actually a partner and a team lead in this, so thank you. Again, my name is Reena Valentino. As Executive Director of Fuse Co-working, we're honored and excited to be a key partner and team lead in this announcement of Lincoln being designated as a smart gigabit community. As Fuse provides space for community and collaboration to spark new ideas and concepts, it's a natural fit for Ignite Lincoln team to be located here. As Fuse is powered by Allo with their 10 gigabit fiber network here to connect the public community to UNL and Innovation Campus. As a member of the Ignite Lincoln Steering Committee, I'm thrilled that this will foster even more collaboration between public and private sectors, such as the City of Lincoln, Allo, Fuse, Nebraska Global, In Motion, UNL, and Innovation Campus, to name a few. Connecting the community to partner in this way is impactful and beneficial for an entire local and regional ecosystem. I want to especially note thanks to the city's team, David and Allo as the partner, for making it possible through infrastructure and work, as well as UNL and Innovation Campus for connecting the research and the students in this important project. So Fuse is looking forward to being a part of this next evolution of our community's innovation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Reena. Are there questions?
What's an example of something you might do with this collaboration that you might not do otherwise individually?
Well, I think the spectrum, dealing with the spectrum is probably the main thing at the moment.
One of the first projects that we're tackling, Dr. John Varenne is leading this effort, and it's with wireless spectrum. We're trying to do dynamic allocation so that we can take advantage of unused spectrum, wireless spectrum, and dynamically allocate it to applications. So, for example, we can stream body cameras, okay, from our first responders directly to anywhere we need to go, whether that's the hospital, back to headquarters, to the police station, and we can stream that live the whole time, so at high resolution. Okay, that's not possible today. That's going to take advantage of sensors adapted to the gigabit infrastructure, the wireless and then the wireless applications and transponders will communicate through that to wherever we need to go. So that's providing infrastructure that will enable new wireless applications, and then we're focused on building at least 2 smart applications each year as part of this project. And those will be tackled by proposals coming in. David, is there another way you're handling that? Those are coming in from proposals to that? You might come up and tell us about it. It's David's vision, so it's not really very fair for me to tackle this.
You're very kind. Thank you. So SGC really is gigabit infrastructure enabling software development. Software developed on this platform will be connected to a supercomputer and a 10 gigabit network, connected with 22 other cities nationally with a 100 gigabit network. There are over 120 applications currently under development. In Lincoln, we are going to focus on dynamic spectrum assignment, literally the software that allows radios to listen to multiple frequencies and broadcast on multiple frequencies at the same time. That's going to be our focus. But this infrastructure specifically is open to other entrepreneurs and businesses here at Fuse to be able to develop their applications. We want to make a very low barrier for entry for students, entrepreneurs, small businesses to develop here on this same infrastructure connected with 22 other cities. Randy?
I understand that Allo has a huge pipe that goes out into some more agriculturally oriented cities. How might that play into this?
We have several research projects that we've been working on with UNL. A couple of years ago, we were asked, what would we do with the infrastructure once it was built? In Lincoln, we want to research rural broadband for Nebraska. So connecting pivots to precision agriculture is something UNL has been working on for a number of years. We'd like to research that here in Lincoln and then make this infrastructure available across Allo's network to the rest of the state as they turn up other communities.
Allo's brought something rather unique to the state of Nebraska. By the end of next year, we'll have almost 20% of Nebraskans will be passed by Allo's fiber. I don't know what the stats are, but it has to get close to making Nebraska one of the most connected states in the union. Well, what that means is whether you're in Bridgeport, a town of 1,500 people, Lincoln, 280,000 people, is we can all work together, and it's all connected today by a 100 gig pipe going across the state. So whether it's an agricultural solution or it's a more urban solution, Allo's there to help the state of Nebraska and help the developers. Really, we just enable it. We have the pipes, others figure out how to use them.
So it sounds like the initial project is a city project that will benefit the city, and the city will use it. Doesn't sound like it's a public application, but it sounds like this collaboration gives developers the opportunity to come forward with proposals that might be for the general public or specific businesses.
So the initial research application we're working on UNL is just one package of software. The SGC project is to build the infrastructure and make it available to others. Anybody here at Fuse will be able to come in and make application to the steering committee, which is made up of the members who were recognized earlier. Our goal is to, if you're a small business or an entrepreneur, you would like to work on one of the existing 120 applications, or you would like to create your own application, the infrastructure is available here. That kind of public-private partnership is what we're after, specifically in the development of SGC.
Okay, good to go? Again, thank you all for being here today. Great.
Thank you.